Yeah.
You joking?
Yeah, I'm
You
serious.
try to maneuver again? This is where my wife was buried too.
Well,
So
it's
stop your jokes, please.
No, it's a coincidence, and it's the same place.
Well, I need to pray also if you've just done so.
Yeah, alright. Wait, I have to say something.
Yeah, okay, I'm listening.
Well, I think it was totally unfair with you, and listen,
You did what you did. You
I
rip
didn't want
us
to
off.
because I was manipulated by so many people and I didn't know what was right, what was wrong. But I think my mom stole it from you guys and she didn't know what she was doing and I was trapped by David and other people.
Used to be to the Kellys, belongs to the Kellys and should stay with us.
Oh, let's get ready to go. Booking's at 7:30.
Yeah. Listen, I'm really stressing out
You want some?
about Dad.
Yeah. What's going on?
You know, with these allegations he's facing, and they've frozen all the assets for Purple Grove.
Is your dad, Jed?
Yeah.
Right.
The olive oil factory's okay, like that's still running along, but the impact this is going to have on Purple Grove, and I am convinced that David is behind it.
Is that right?
Yeah, I
Well,
think.
some strong allegations.
Yeah, but you know what those two are like.
Well, they're always at each other. It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me because
Yeah.
they are always trying to get at each other.
And I think maybe David's just blown this whole thing out of the water.
So, do you have any evidence?
No, but I'm going to go and talk to him later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right,
All right, let's
go.
go. You do that, mate.
You've got to remember, I was diddled out by poor Penelope. What did he do to me? No, it's not revenge. Don't you think it's right that I should dob him in and get something back for me?
Look, I do understand why. However, we're meant to be a family as well, and it's innocent till proven guilty. You know, we can't just jump the gun here and assume he's going to be found guilty. There has to be a proper investigation and legal defence.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, well, I understand that too, but I'm looking after my interests as well. You've got to understand, you know, that what he did with Penelope, siphoning off all that money, leaving nothing, and you're making they are serious allegations that we've got against him. So the truth will out, but I think that we just need to make sure we keep it steady on the ground and focused, and I'm sure it's all going to work all right.
Well, let's not forget that could potentially work in your favour.
Yeah.
So I'm not blind to that.
Yeah, but I know. Why shouldn't it go back in my favour? He siphoned all that money off Penelope's charity work.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, I think we've got pretty good evidence and we've got top legal counsel.
Is it all in the car, ma'am?
Oh. Well, that didn't take too long. We found somewhere already.
Oh yes. It's easy because I found on the internet.
Okay.
Gonna live near the city, so where I work.
And it's a nice place. You're happy with it?
Yeah, so far it's good.
Okay.
Well,
I'd have to come and see it sometime.
yeah, sure, absolutely. So
Yeah.
when I settle in, I give you a call and then you can come have a stay at my place.
Okay, and did very well getting Sonia released. And you know, I think your dad will be proud of you. You've
Yeah, I try my best. It's
Yeah.
the first assignment to be a lawyer. And
Well-
I managed to get her out. She's a good girl.
I'm just hoping she doesn't go back to her old ways.
No, she not. She behaving good, and she learning. And she tried to get a new job. Apart from what she doing, she a painter. So
She's taken some courses.
yes, at the moment, to help her to get into the job easier. I try to help her to get the job at a Parkinson house, but I'm not sure yet.
Well-
Let's see.
We'll have to talk about it more and see how. We'll keep an eye on her and we'll see how she goes. Well, Parkinson's house, well, I'm not really prepared at this point to give her a chance. We'll have to see how she progresses. And if she stays on the straight and narrow, well, we'll sit down and talk about it again. But listen, you go and enjoy your life, have a lovely time, and we'll organise to get and
Thank you,
see
my
you.
mama.
Okay.
She's out of jail, and she was at the church where mother was buried, and that's where my poor Sharon is there. I bumped into her. What
Really?
audacity to be released after what she's done.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Now, have you seen your dad?
Yeah, look, I have, and we really need to work on his defence. And getting done for fraud, I just can't believe it. And quite frankly, I don't blame David. For revealing what he knew to the police, but he's my dad, and I support him.
I mean, that's a big shock for Uncle Jeff too. He doesn't like scandals, as you do.
And not being in control.
Yeah, it's not a nice surprise upon your first weeks of coming back from Bali. I think there's someone in the family, Joey Kelly, was Lauren's son.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Well, we need to talk to him. What do you think?
yeah.
How do you feel about Sonia being released and around at the moment?
Sonia out of jail.
Yes.
Well, Sonia's history. It's in the past. There's a big cross against her.
Well, I hope so, because Claire has a funny feeling,
Well,
so...
I'm married to Deb now. We're married and we're happy, so I'm not going to let anything come between Deb and I.
I know.
I know what Sonia's like. She can play games and she's sneaky, but I've got no feelings for her. Difficult to have to let go of Parkinson House.
It is, but, what happened to Claire and myself in the lift, and look, it was originally hers,
Yeah.
so, And look,
Yeah, well, back to the lift. The last time I saw you, you had a knife and there was blood everywhere. Like, what was that all about?
I know, it's the past. She was blackmailing me because what happened in the past with me having you as a minor, and I couldn't let that happen. She was really vicious about it, but look, it's in the past now.
I appreciate you meeting with me, Joe. I wish my brother was here, Sebastian, but he's out of town. But let's get the ball rolling. I know your grandmother said you're happy to help with Dad's defence, and it sounds like you're a brilliant lawyer, so I just really appreciate you helping out.
You're welcome. This is a good opportunity to get too close to each other.
Yeah.
Even though we are technically cousins.
We are.
But we didn't have a lot of opportunity to spend more time to get to know each other.
Well,
What a shame.
we
So,
will now, so, and this is a family matter. We want to keep it in the family, and you are family, so I really appreciate you being here for us. And
Welcome. So since I moved from Perth, this is a good opportunity to prove that I got what it takes to help out and to stand on my feet and be in Sydney. well, I'm glad that we met up, and you know, we are family now. We got grow strong together. I think it's best that I should meet the father, Jeff, as soon as possible,
Yeah.
so I can repair everything.
Yeah.
Just come along really nice.
So Sean,
Yes,
got
David.
a little bit of a proposition to put to you.
Okay, right. I've had a few of those lately.
Oh, okay, lucky you. And the Olive Grove, where we are doing pretty well at it.
Yeah. Kelly's Grove, right?
Kelly's Grove. Yeah. Anyway, I was wondering if you'd like to come and work for me there.
Oh, really?
Okay. I've had a
Okay.
few disappointments with people I've had there, like my son, my grandson, that didn't work
Yeah.
out. And so I just thought, well, you seem pretty keen and know what you're talking about. So I was just wondering whether you'd like to come there and help out, you know?
That's a surprise, but well, you know, worked at Purple Grove, we've got experience and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I
you
could
have.
definitely, you know, yeah, be capable of, you know, looking after, you know, Kelly's Grove. But yeah, I think that sounds great. Sounds
Okay,
good.
yes, you've got the enthusiasm, I think,
Well, you know,
and
you guys
lots of
got
initiative. Welcome on board.
pleasure.
Okay.
Can't wait, it'd be great.
Yeah, I think it will.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
So, I've got to ask you, like your brother Jeff, like, yeah, what all happened there? I know you guys always at each other's throat, but you know, there's all these allegations that have been thrown about. So I thought I'd ask you directly to find out, you know, exactly what's going on.
Well, he siphoned off money from Penelope, my ex-wife, sold me for about 20 years. I've come back. He thought he was king of the whole show. But anyway, I've made sure now that I'm head of this family. And he's a crook through and through. And I don't want anything more to do with him, really. He's under an investigation anyway with the police for fraud and all of that sort of thing.
Well, I
But-
suppose the truth will come out in the end.
Oh, it'll come out all right, believe you me.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, hi Joe. How you going, Joe?
Tell me everything. This is a big case. Gone back to 40 years ago. So you can tell me what's
Well, yeah,
happening.
it's about 40 years, you're right. There's a lot to investigate. I just hope that your investigation helps my plea of innocence.
I'm sure I will. You can be honest with me. I need to know everything. I'm your lawyer now, so you can tell me everything about what happened 40 years ago.
Well, look, basically I was young, very ambitious. I needed quite a lot of money for my business affairs. I couldn't access the money from my father's estate, but I borrowed a lot of money from a charity. That's all really that's happened. I never gave it back.
Oh. So you still have that money?
Well, I don't have access to the money at the moment.
Is the money still somewhere in the bank account somewhere that you know of?
The money is Purple Grove. That's where the funds are.
You didn't give them money back. It does look like that you stole the money.
Well, it may look that way, but your job is to get me out of this mess.
Sure, I will. But until then, you need to complain everything, how you get the money, and where's the money now, and who keep it. I will help you, but I need more information or evidence so that I can prove you innocent.
Well, that's what I want you to do. I want that to be your main focus.
Yes.
I cannot go to jail. I've got too much to do, and I want to survive. It's It's a matter of survival. I'm a Robinson, and Robinsons can't go to jail.
Speaking of Robinson, your brother is claiming the entire estate of the Purple Grove.
That's crazy. The entire estate.
Yes, it is.
That bastard is only taking an opportunity right now, when I'm vulnerable, to try and destroy me. That's all it's about.
How's things between you and Claire?
Oh, well, look, after that incident, you know, we've patched things up and, you know, we're going along slowly, you know, making amends and, you know, for the sake of the family. I think it's, you know, the way to go.
Yeah. Well, I'm pleased about that, and I'm just so glad Parkinson House is now back in the hands of the Kellys. You know, where it should be. You know, I mean, my mother and Claire started that, so it's in its rightful place now. So I'm pleased about that.
Yeah, I know. It's good that it's back there. I mean, you know, with Claire, what she, you know, threatening me and that, but look, that's in the past. And I'm glad it's there because, you know, I've got other interests now to keep me occupied.
Notice the transformation at Alvira's boutique.
Yeah, you know, all the elderly patients there, they're just coming along and they really love the stuff that's in there, the jewellery and yeah. No, it's great. It's great.
Thank you so much for lunch. You feed me so much. I'm so full right
My
now.
pleasure. I'm happy. I love cooking for people and I love making people happy. So thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I just need to get back to my life and, you know, start finding a new job. Just put together everything back on track. It's been a while now. I need to start my life again. So what you are up to?
I have visited my grandmother.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
was she?
She's lovely. I haven't been in touch with her for quite some time because I'm so busy at work.
Yeah.
I got a new job. As
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
How did you get the job?
From Jeff. I'm gonna be a lawyer for Robinson family.
Really?
Yes.
Not
Very.
again with them. Because just be careful. They're very manipulative people, especially Jeff.
Really?
He puts you in trouble, so just be careful whatever you do. Just maybe stay out of that.
I have no idea. I was helping Jeff because he in trouble.
Oh, what kind of trouble?
I can't tell because it's confidential. It's an agreement between me and Jeff. I can't tell.
I'm glad you've moved to Sydney because I really wanted to catch up with you because you were looking after Penelope. Like I didn't have a chance to see her because, you know, I was kept up in that penthouse.
What do you mean kept out?
Well, he just kept me in the penthouse. I couldn't get out.
Well,
I mean, you wouldn't
How is
believe. Oh well, you.
How is that possible?
Well, you don't know him. It was terrible, you know. And then when I finally got out, but you know, it was too late then. You know, Penelope, poor Penelope. I really like her. Well, yes, you don't really know what Jeff's like, I can tell you.
I'm so glad you've told me this.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I would never have known.
Did the same with Penelope. Look what happened. And Elvira.
I remember Elvira every day, but Jeff never came to visit Penelope, and Penelope was raving about him.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. You know, that's the type of person he is. Yeah, look, he never put a foot in the hospital and he makes everybody believe that he goes there all the time.
Oh.
Concerned about her.
Goodness me, that's terrible.
Yeah. Now you can maybe re-establish the truth in this family for once and for all.
I've got a lot to say because I've communicated a lot with Penelope. You know, Penelope told me a lot about all of you.
That would have been interesting.
Yes, it was. Very interesting.
It's my neck of the woods. What do you think?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
You know, the water here and the boats.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's really, and the pool just right there.
Look, it's perfect. And Sean's got his boat just here. He can't wait to get back out on it. So,
Oh, okay.
so we'll be doing that soon. So
Must
So,
be nice on a lovely sunny day. I mean,
It is.
today, you know, it's not
it's
so
beautiful.
great.
No,
Yeah.
but no, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's things going with Sean and you? You sort of getting closer and
Yeah, look, you
Working
know,
through
I want him to, you know, him being at the Grove, you know, working there, because we've got a lot of expansion going on, and I just feel, you know, being a bit closer to him, because, you know, all those years I was never there
Yeah.
for him.
yeah.
So I'd really like to make it up for him and make it up to him. So, yeah.
Well, you've had a lot going on with the loss of those crops.
I know. You know, there's still some not right. You know, there's poison under the ground there, but hopefully it will come good, you know. Yeah,
Look, there's obviously going to be a lot for Sean to do there, but
there is.
I'm
yeah.
also concerned that, you know, David and Jeff,
Yeah.
you know, I just don't want any more dramas.
They lost Parkinson House, you know, it was no point in him staying there. You know, Claire's got it now, and I just wanted Sean to be closer, so I thought with all this expansion, he would be a great asset there.
Well, he's a project manager, so it makes sense. But we're just going to have to make sure that there's no altercations between Jeff, David and Sean.
No, I mean, we do need to make this all work.
Yeah, so here. You can definitely feel anything, right? Anything that moves. Oh, they've been here for years. They're a lovely couple. I mean, you can tell, can't you?
Yes.
Been together a long time.
They seem very dedicated to each other. Yeah, it's nice to see. And it's nice that they're both accommodated in the same place. That can be hard.
Well, they're well respected. I want to say how much I appreciate your support in this. This is outrageous that I have been accused of money laundering.
Well,
I've got the federal police on my head, chasing me, watching me. I wouldn't be surprised if they're tapping my phone.
look, we all know you needed money. And I did have to wonder what you would do, how far you would go to get it.
Claire, I didn't do it. I've been wrongly accused, and I'm going to fight it all the way.
Okay. We are again, another scandal. You know, I was accused of killing Penelope, and now it's you. How long are you going to be under this suspicion? The charges are heavy.
Well, this is all because of David. He's responsible for this. The point is this now, what I've got to do is try and get myself cleared. Now, they've got my passport. I've been questioned for hours upon hours.
And they've done a forensic investigation.
They have, yes.
Right.
And now I've got to go and report to them on a regular basis.
Are they going to keep you in, like, they can keep you for a few days, can't they?
Well, they can. At this stage, they're going to take my passport. They've got that. And I've just got to report to them on a daily basis.
Perhaps if you really, you know, let them think you're really cooperating with them, they won't actually take you in and keep you. Maybe then we can have more discussions and try and sort out some difference.
This family, sometimes it just drives me crazy. But David is responsible, and I will clear my name.
Thank you again for the care you gave Mum while she was in the coma, and you know, I guess I just wanted to see if there was any, when she was lucid, for those times she came out of the coma, did she ask about me, about Sebastian? Was there anything on her mind? I'm just really wanting to connect the dots with those last moments of Mum's life. We were so close, and she was the one constant in my life growing up. You know, there were difficulties with who, well, I thought was my father. Sebastian was overseas for a long time, but Mum was always there, so we remained really close. And I just would like to think that I was in her thoughts at the end.
Well, you know, she absolutely adored you both. I mean, she really did cherish you. They were her words, her exact words. She just adored you, and just you and your brother. And she couldn't speak highly enough of you both.
I met Lawrence, and he's been a great support for me. You know, when I've needed it, he's always been there for me. I appreciate that. And you two still connected? Is there?
Oh goodness, no, I haven't seen Lawrence for years. No chance of a reconciliation. But you know, I loved him. I did love him so much. I think he's got a great life in Vietnam. And for me, well, you know, I can still see him through Joey, my son.
They are quite similar.
So I don't know, I can't work there like that. So I didn't get the job at the Parkinson's house.
Oh,
So I'm very, very disappointed.
okay. Let me check with my grandma. Maybe my grandma can influence their decision.
Well, yeah, if you can help, that would be good. And I don't know, I really, really want to get back to this job and Parkinson's house. I just need to be there, you know. That was my mom. So I just want to be there, no matter what.
I think my grandma can help. My grandma is really influential.
Well,
she
if
can-
you can, that would be really good, because I definitely need to get back.
Look, I'm glad you're getting on with David.
Yeah, things have been going on really well since he offered me that position, and yeah, it's going great. And I'm really glad that you and Dave are getting on so well. It was good, that you've got another man in your life, and yeah, I mean, things are working out. You're looking really well. How was life with Jeff? Must have been difficult.
Well, look, with Jeff, it was, well, it was difficult. He, he didn't want me to be around the family. He kept me sort of away from them. And he locked me in the penthouse there, even though I had maids and, people to do things for me. I just couldn't get out, and then he did that to Elvira as well later on. He's really evil.
Did you ever get Penelope book? Did you ever get to publish her book?
No, there was you remember the fire that happened there?
Yes.
Well, we never got the book. We never recovered it.
So you think it was burnt in the fire?
Yeah, so,
Well, that's a shame.
We'll never know what she wrote in there.
It's there too. Yeah. I can't believe so many people have moved in and they're making themselves at home and doing the gardening and all. It's wonderful.
Yep, no, we're very busy, but and you know what? At least we don't have that pressure of what was in Mum's book that she wrote.
I don't know if we'll ever know what was in
Well,
it.
it was destroyed in the fire, but I was just so concerned on maybe there was something damaging about you or Dad, and I'm just glad that that's something we don't have to be worrying about now. But Claire, there is something I do
I have a feeling there's something bothering you.
There is.
What is it?
Look, it's not easy to tell you, but I've got to be honest, and I still have suspicions that you had something to do with Mum's
Me?
death.
Okay. Look, it's time we put this to rest. That was about, 7 years ago? Just give me a minute and I'll bring up some information for you.
Because someone put something in her asthma puffer, and it was a lethal cocktail, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Well, okay, we're getting there. Look, here we are. See, I was in Africa all that year, and I was working with a group associated with Médecins Sans Frontières, and here I am, and look, there's a date. These pictures are all dated, and And there's even an article in the paper with the date on the paper showing where I am and the work we're doing. See? There it is. I knew this was coming. I was excluded. I was ostracized for 20 years. I figured it must be something like this. I miss my sister. I love her. Every day I miss her. This here it's proof. I couldn't have been there. I was in Africa. I was out of touch, incommunicado. I couldn't get any reception, nothing.
Well, that's the proof right there. I'm sorry, Claire. I'm so sorry. I
It's
hope you can
okay. It's
understand.
okay. I understand, and it's better it's out in the open, and it's clear now between us. And if anyone,
Thank you for confirming that to me.
well, if you want me to show it to any other members of the family, it's here.
Let's just put it behind us.
Okay.
So that was that.
Yeah.
What is left now? This is where it was before that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Not much left of it now, but that's what your mother used. In there.
When she created this small company.
Yeah, it's for
What
the
was the name?
refugees. Bring them home, refugees.
This is why she always liked, dedicate a cause for
Yeah.
underprivileged people.
Yeah, she was like that. She was very kind. But
But why are you doing that to Uncle Jeff now?
Uncle Jeff, well, what do you think he was doing? He was laundering money, stealing money from your mother.
But how do we don't have any proof?
We must have the books. The books will prove that.
All the books have shown that Penelope signed the documents, so she might have known that this money was put aside to basically build up Purple Grove.
Yeah, well, he was building up Purple Grove on her money. He was laundering money. Why don't you see my point of view? He's a criminal. I'm the one who's built this company up legitimately.
But what's going to happen to this family, Dad? Is it the way you want it to be?
It's the way it's going to have to be if he's a crook. I'm going to turn this family to the way I want it to be, not based on lies and theft.
We lost Auntie Alvira. We lost Ma'am.
Yeah?
And now, Jeff, is it what you want?
No. Is it what he wants? He's the one who's stolen the money. He's the one who's the dishonest one in the family. I'm only telling you the truth. It's for your own good.
Thanks for meeting with me, Joe. So, what's the worst case scenario we're looking at with Dad?
First, there is the damning evidence that he will go to jail, and it's very difficult for this case to be dropped. So that's the worst.
Well, I must say I was hoping to hear something a bit more positive and reassuring that he's not going to rot in prison.
Yeah, but there's a strong evidence that against him. I'm afraid to say that it's not going to be easy, but we need to fight for it. And unless a trial will be held, I will try hard to repair and fight to the end. And
We have to do everything we possibly can.
Well, I'm really glad that I'm still able to be around.
Are you getting nervous?
Yes, I'm just more concerned because at the moment I can't access my accounts. They're frozen access. It's just so annoying, but I'm glad to be able to be here and still walk around.
I should tell you that Penelope's book did not go in the fire. It was given to me by Nick. So I have the book and I've read it. Have you got it?
Here we are. This is everything you've asked for,
Good.
everything you've wanted,
Yes.
and I want nothing to do with it now.
Any trouble?
No, it's all done. And, you know, I've set fire to the Parkinson's House publishing room, but I saved the book, and that's all you're asking for. Don't want anything to do with the family anymore.
Okay, that's fine with me.
So
Finished.
it's finished. I'm out of here.
Right. Now, I'm very curious to know what my sister has written in this book. And there is nothing damaging in it. I'm very proud of it. It quite surprised me. I was very, very impressed with Penelope for what she wrote and what she put in it. And I'd like you to know that she loved her family. She loved you. She loved me. She loved her children. And she loved her life. Her life was running the institution. So we can all take a lot of comfort from that. It's a happy story.
Well, that's good to know. It really is. I was just concerned because when she married David, I really thought she might have gone a different way. The other good thing is I remember Penelope quite well. She gave me a very special bottle of wine many years ago. I was actually looking forward to opening it and enjoying the wine with her.
Right. Well, unfortunately that day will never come. However, maybe another special occasion will come and you can drink a toast to her.
I'm not going to know my fate at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and just see what occurs. But I think the most important thing is to recall David's involvement in this.
I think we should go ahead and publish the book. And you know what? The best thing of all, it'll hurt David. And he deserves it. He will know that he was not as loved as you were. So let's see what happens with that.
On my day off, I'd like to take you on my boat.
That would be great. Well, the weather's cleared, so...
Yeah, it's looking better.
Yeah.
Because those last couple of days have been miserable.
I know, it's great.
Rain. I know.
So how are you going working with David?
Oh, it's great, yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning lots. David and I are getting on really well.
Oh, yeah, okay,
And
good.
you wouldn't believe it, right? Those olives that we produce at the Olive Grove,
Yeah.
we actually send to Bali, and the Luwaks eat them, and they make coffee out of them.
Are you kidding?
No, serious. Luwaks.
Wow.
Do you ever believe it? It's expensive coffee too.
Well, that's an interesting
$35 a kilo.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, it's going great.
Oh,
it's
good.
going great.
Well, I am absolutely flat out
Yeah.
at Purple Grove. Dad away. I've just got so much to do.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not a good situation, but you know, if he's guilty, he'll get what he deserves.
Yeah.
Hey, is this how you treat people? Oh, you don't know what this is like. Have a look at the place. I'm confined in such a small room, you wouldn't put an animal in here. But I'm going to get out, and when I do, they're going to pay. I'll get revenge. They haven't heard the end of this, or me. When I get out of here, look out.
Right. Well, this is getting interesting. It's quite amazing. Oh my God. Wow. If this gets out, this is going to be such a scandal. Good grief. Oh no, here we go again. Oh my goodness. Dear sister, now, how could you be so naive? This is now all in my control. I can publish this. I can drop this bombshell whenever I want. Ho, ho, ho.